All right, so welcome back from the previous video. We're going to jump right into this. And all we did so far is we created these folders here. So I have myself inside of my assets folder, I have a sprites folder, a BG folder, items folder, player folder, and a UI folder. And the way I make these folders is I click on the assets folder over here in the project window. I right click and I hit create folder. When I do that, a new folder will pop up here and then I can just rename that folder. Then I want to create a folder inside of there, so I'll double click inside of this folder and create that folder. So let's look at how I set my folders up. So first of all, I created the sprites folder. Then inside the sprites folder, I have my background, items, players, and then my UI folder here. So that's the setup you should have. You should have your assets and your sprites folder, and this standard assets folder should be there from the previous video. Now we want to go ahead and add some assets here. Now the easiest way to do this is to go ahead and purchase assets, but we don't have any money. So the best website, one of the best websites you can go to is this www.gameart2d.com. And then if you go to the freebies area, you'll be able to see all of these free assets that he pretty much lays out for you and you're able to use. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on this night free sprite. I'm going to click free download, and then it's going to download here as a zip. So what we need to do is unzip that, and I'm going to take both of these folders here. Where am I? There we go. So I'm going to take both of these folders here, and I'm just going to drag it inside my players folder. You have to make sure you're unzipped first, because if you're not unzipped, it's not going to go in. And then inside of Unity, you'll see it saying, hold on, go ahead. When I'm done, you can go ahead and continue working with the application. And then you'll see these folders here, the ones that we just dragged in. This is the same as importing in a way, but it doesn't give you a choice as to which elements you want to choose. When you import, you're able to choose which ones you want. So now let's go ahead and choose a background. So we'll go back to these freebies, and I'm going to go ahead and choose a background image and button. So let's see. I'm going to choose these buttons here. Try these buttons here. Yeah, these medieval buttons. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that, and I'm going to open it just like I did though. So here it is. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to extract it. And I'm going to take this button PNG right here, and then I'm going to drag it inside of my UI folder over here. So I'm going to drag it down here into my UI folder. And in my UI folder, you'll see here that I get this buttons PNG that we're going to learn how to splice. We're going to slice it up. And now I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to look at possibly some background here. And I think maybe I'll just choose this one here. All right, and then I'm just going to download that and do exactly the same thing. So I would encourage you to go ahead and search through those and choose the ones you like. I'm just going through the motions at this point. Basically, I download what I want. I show it in the Finder. I unzip it, extract all, and then I'm looking for the PNG and the background. And here's the background. So that's the full-on background. So I'm going to take this background and I'm going to drag it into my backgrounds folder. And then I'm going to go here to PNG, and I'm going to go to the objects. These are all my objects for the background. And here's all my tiles for the background. So I can go ahead and take these objects and these tiles. I'm going to go ahead and put this in the background as well. So I'm going to put this into the background folder since they are related. If you're going to be using these images, is to at least go to the guy's website and look at the license. Make sure you give him some credit for the art that he's given you, and make sure you read through all of this to make sure that you're following the rules and the assets license agreement. Whenever you're getting free art, you want to look at that to make sure that you're following the license agreement so you don't get sued if you try to sell something. The other cool website you're going to want to look at is Ice Cube Text Generator. Now, what is this? This website right here is pretty neat because basically, instead of me having to go to, let's say, like Photoshop and doing all of this, I can go ahead and check out the one that I want, and then I can change this to whatever I want, and then it'll automatically create it up here, which is awesome. This is called cooltext.com, and then all I need to do here, well, all I'm going to do is I'm going to right click up here and I'm going to save this as an image. Just going to go in the UI, and then I'm going to go ahead and add this as title. So then when I go here back to Unity, I'll be able to see it sitting right there. Exact same thing that I created before. So this is pretty much where you need to be, okay? You got your assets, your folders are set, and we're ready to start actually making our games, our 2D game, and setting up our camera and all that sort of stuff. So make sure you experiment a lot before you go to the next video. All right, so the final thing we want to be able to do, if you look over here, I have this Unity scene that's not saved. So I'm going to have to make another folder. I'm going to go in my assets. I'm going to right click, create folder, and I'm going to call this scenes. And then I'm going to save this scene in there. So with this selected, I'm going to hit Control S to save it. Roller game. All right, then I'm going to hit save. So now what you'll see inside your scenes folder, you'll have that there. And now you can go ahead and close down Unity. But I'll see you guys next time. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share this video. All right, until next time. Bye.